Hi guys, Justin here, welcome Farm 26, and yeah, it's been a while. I did finally get my tires in for the old corn picker though. You know, I know they're not real common, but I really did not expect them to take this long. But that's just kind of the way things have gone lately. It takes forever to get anything, but we'll put some bearings in and put her together for you. I like to know what I've got in there. Maybe that's a little better there. Oh, look at that. All right. Now I did go to the house because it is, well, it's cold. I think the high was supposed to be something like 0 Fahrenheit. And I can tell you this much, I can only last so long. So I do have my bearings pre-greased. The bearings, the tapers themselves pre. We're just gonna stick him in there, and we're gonna reuse that old felt there she is, the old felt seal or leather seal. We're just gonna tap them down, nothing crazy. And I'm aware that that old seal is not going to seal quite like a new rubber one, but okay, this is going to be the fun part. Okay, and he went on pretty good actually, not bad. So before we put that other one in, I want to make sure I got a cavity that's pretty full of grease. And this is what I was kind of worried about. It's cold enough where grease is not going to pump well. Yeah. I already let my grease get cold. And all I'm going to do is fill that space in between the two bearings up about a little over 3/4. Yeah, more than 3/4 because there's this whole big. Well, that'll be good. He'll get greased as we go too. And now it's going to get easier. Slide the next one in. Well, I wonder how many years it's been since that's been a reality. All right. And our nut. I do get a kick out of this nut. It has no real sides. Boy, I tell you what, this video is probably going to be pretty quick because the grease already quit pumping. Well, it quit pumping nice. And well, if you remember last year when I started that spring service out here, well, that was cold. It's nothing compared to what it is today. Alright, now I probably do wheel bearings a little different than a lot of people. Wheel bearings are a feel. Let's see. Well, does the guy dare go a little more or a little less? I think this one we're going to go a little less. And when I mean a little less, it's a little less, not a lot less. It's still tight. I mean, there's no wiggle to it. Still amazes me, that cotter key right there, all it holds them in. It ain't much. Here, punch. There. Our grease cap, but we're going to take a little more grease. And that might have been it. Yep, the grease gun isn't taking, or it isn't filling itself anymore. It's too cold. Well, that's all right. We'll put our cap on and we'll be happy. There. It's that easy. But it's that whole deal every time you gotta fix a tire, same thing. Oh, this is gonna be fun in the cold. Sitting on its own 2 feet. Boy, that is cold enough, and my fingers are cold enough where that is going to be us for today. Just going to grab my stuff here and bring our other bearings back to the house, and we'll see if we catch you tomorrow or not. So since it's cold out, we're gonna move. I'm moved inside, and all I'm gonna do is pack this bearing. That way I can assemble the other side. But all I do to pack them is in that, your taper this side. I just push the grease in. If you just keep pushing it in the same spot, eventually it will come out on this side. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Both bearings. And yeah, it's kind of stupid, but you'd be surprised. Your finger will push it in. Takes a little while, but just keep pushing it in, and it will fill that whole bearing up. It says just EP number 2. It's nothing crazy. But tell you what, I normally don't do it in the house, but it's too cold to be doing it outside. And yeah, just putting that little bit on that I did outside, that was got me cold. So, well, you know what I'm gonna be doing for a little bit. I'll bring you back when I'm done. Well, there you go. I know lighting isn't perfect, and that grease looks like some pretty old manky stuff, but trust me, it's brand new. It's good EP grease. Might not be the world's most expensive stuff, but it's good grease. It'll work fine in a wheel bearing. But there we go. We're ready for the next side. We'll see you then. All right, next day. The internet says 10 below, and it's going to be the same but different. The only thing different is the grease gun is still in the house, and we're on the other side. But I don't know how well you can see that or not. But we've got our bearings. Yeah, and that's how cold it is. Grease is just. Put him in. Tap our seal in and set him on. And I had a couple other things I had to do outside, and that's why the grease gun's still in the house. There. He's in. Holy moly, and he is not, that grease is not happy. Yeah. And actually, I might just try. There, he's on. You know, I'm going to grab another tube and just put them in with my finger. All right. Holy buckets, is that hard? It's about like saltwater taffy. There. Yeah, this is no fun either. See if we can't get another finger full. There. Well, you don't want to get this stuck to your fingers. Yeah, this is not working. Not like I had hoped. Where'd my rag go? Yeah, I can't even shut you off. All right, let's see how fast we can get this in now. So I did grab the grease gun from the house. And it is nice warm grease. But I'm only gonna have warm grease for so long. Uh-oh. Dang it, my gun's out. Well, that's not the end of the world because I do have that about half filled, which isn't bad. Grab our cap here. Burying the nut. Oh, oh man, that grease is hard. But it'll go. Well, you know what? Before it gets stuck on my finger, let's just forget about that. You're not too bad until you mash that grease to your finger. Then it's game over. Well, I shouldn't say game over, but it's cold enough where grease isn't sticky unless it's already stuck to it. Well, it'll be kind of nice, so should be able to get this off the trailer here. Next warm bit of weather. Oh, tell you that grease is stiff though. And I think I'm going to try. I think I'm going to try it right there. It's I know it's stiff, but it's man, are my fingers cold. I know it's stiff, but I do have just a hair of paint on one of the races. And I am gonna have to check this later on down the road. There. Perfect. And I've got just enough room for that tire to round and round. Tell you what, I think this is the first time this thing sat on its own a long time. Oh, that was a mistake. I need some gloves. Oh. I should have pulled the jack stand before the jack. But tell you what, cold does that to a person. You start thinking about getting your fingers warm again and you forget steps in the job, and tell you what, There. Forgot all about him. Oh man. So, man, I'm glad I didn't do this the other day. Yeah, I'm complaining about 10 below, and I tell you what, it's we're on the warm up now, or by the forecast anyway, on the warm up. There. Well, she's got 2 wheels. Next thing I gotta do, and I'll show you. Holy cow, so 6 minutes killed about half my battery. All right, so I got back to the tongue, and right here there's supposed to be a lever. Sticks out with a little adjuster that, you know, dogs into that. You know, say your thumb is there, you lift it up and dog it in. Well, I'm gonna need to do something to keep this up. That way I can get her off the wagon, or off the trailer. I think what I'm gonna do is just bolt through that hole, and either that one or that one for time being, but I'll have to replace that. Actually, if anyone knows where there's one of these SH Minneapolis Molines that has that adjuster in there, you know, it's just whatever bolts from there that way that I need. Yeah, let me know, you know, if you're Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota area. I'd even entertain certain areas of Wisconsin, you know, western Wisconsin. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, I hope no one was thinking that I give up on you guys completely or anything like that. It's just this time of the year I spend a lot of time pushing a pencil, and I'll be honest with you, this year has been a lot more pushing a pencil than any other year I've ever had. Yeah, just with the crop that we had, markets aren't up near far high enough to recover, you know, dollar for dollar wise as far as putting another crop in. So I've really been looking different options, different routes, and I have changed a lot of little things different that have saved, you know, they've saved money. It's paid to push the pencil and make the phone calls and whatnot, but yeah, takes a lot of time to do that though. Still don't have a 100% game plan going, but yeah, well, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you stuck around and stuck with the channel, I appreciate it, and we'll catch you all next time. See you later.